prepared? Then let us begin.
Good evening, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
are impervious to harm simply because this is a simulation.
I'm gonna try to talk without the caretaker interrupting me too much here. So let's hide a bunch of these extra quests. Welcome back to WildStar. We are doing the we're gonna do the adventure on
someone looking to speak to you.
the other side, the Exile side. There we go. Not the one that we've done before. Exile side. I am playing as a completely different character. I'm playing as my warrior. I'm gonna show off just slightly different gameplay.
Get moving. There's work to do.
Warrior is kind of a stereotypical large character with a big sword. Who on earth is our healer? I'm gonna mark our healer with a toaster. So the idea of this one, again, it's like a training simulation thing. So that's how they get around some of the interesting gameplay mechanics. But we're airdropping into a town that's under Dominion control, and we're going to...
A new opportunity has presented itself.
We're going to try to help them out, to kind of spark some sort of rebellion, try to push the Dominion influences out of this town. So we'll see how this goes. I've not done this one in a while. It's a fair bit trickier than the Dominion one, although I've got way more practice in the Dominion one than I do this. Similar sort of thing, we get to pick which one we want to do. Rescue one of the farmer's daughters.
Don't back down, no matter what.
Fight off a science war criminal who set up a lab nearby. And then wreck a bunch of supplies.
There's some folk what could use your help.
We're going to go after the farmer's daughter. So, one of the things that's going to happen is it's going to swap back and forth between day and night as we bounce between objectives here. I'm going to talk about what's going on in the adventure right now before I talk about my actual character, because I know I haven't shown off the warrior yet. So swap between day and night. During nighttime is the most dangerous because there are snipers, scouts who can snipe, and then there are recon specialists. And if we get near the recon specialists, we're in big trouble because they can summon reinforcements. And it's like they summon, 20 extra guys who will do just boatloads of damage. The scouts can snipe. You saw one of my party members take a hit there.
Strike a light.
If you dodge or if you dash out of the way like that, then it interrupts the sniper's aiming and it stops you from getting hit. So we have to rescue two people. We have to rescue the farmer's young daughter, like a baby, I think, and then her maid. So that's what we're doing. So warrior, yeah, just kind of a stereotypical class with a giant sword. Melee, I have a leap attack that you saw me use, where I jumped into the fight there. Thank
You
you,
were
game.
amazing out there.
So I'll get through what I have down here on my bar. Standard attack, fun little combo. I build up, it's called kinetic energy. You'll see there's a gauge here once we get into combat. And I have to keep using my builder attack, my regular attack here, like that, to build up my kinetic energy, and my kinetic energy has to be over a certain point to use a lot of my other attacks. Here, we're going to have to fight a robot.
Bloody hell.
If our tank will pull. Yep, so, there's my leap. I can jump in. Just good for covering a lot of ground really quickly. I have a kick attack where I could, in theory, knock enemies over. Not these robots. They have armor preventing that. And then I have here, boom, 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 4-hit combo. That's my heaviest hitting attack. Let's see, what else? That was Rampage there, where I have to mash the attack button. And then I have kind of that backhand that you maybe just noticed me do. I'll do it again as soon as it's up, 4 seconds. tank just got killed. Alright, I have a whirlwind attack. Just a nice little area of effect. Which one is almost dead? Let's kill this one. So there, that backhand actually weakens enemies so that they take more damage from everything. Anything that hits them. So that's a really handy attack. Yeah, I mean, basically it's just you walk up to something and you pound them with your sword until they die. Oh, man. So we'll jump over here and talk to this person real quick. That's the one we had to rescue.
I appreciate it, I do.
Let's see. Regular attack, strong attack, smackdown, which applies an expose that lets us do additional damage. Everybody in the party does extra damage for the 9 seconds or whatever, so that's super helpful in these sorts of things. The leap, you can see that blue circle up there is how far I'll leap ahead. Kick, which knocks over enemies.
So we mean business.
And like can interrupt their attacks and things, not those robots or anything else that has interrupt armor.
A new opportunity has
Great Escape, help
presented
families
itself.
get past security. Keymaster, get encryption codes to figure out what their plans are. And then Jailbreak, free a bunch of locked up farmers. And apparently that's the one we're going to do. See, and now it is magically daytime outside. So we don't have to worry about searchlights. That's another thing we haven't encountered yet. I'll talk about those when it's night again. Excuse me. I don't know if snipers and recon specialists are still as big of an issue during the day. Where are we going? We gotta go back up into town. In town, there's a... Jeez. Trying to type and talk and run all at the same time. So, interesting mechanic in town. So you can see when we're near these other people, we are disguised to look like other Dominion citizens. This will let us avoid a lot of the fights in here. So there are these enemies, Shadow Force troopers. They're yellow, meaning they're neutral, they're non-hostile right now. They will be aggressive and attack us if we're not disguised. And we actually, yeah. Sorry, let me, trying to play and talk at the same time is really tough. I've tried this a couple times and it hasn't really worked out. So, yeah, these people in here, we're gonna have to actually fight for our, objective. There we go. Words are really, really hard when you're trying also to not die.
Double kill.
I also like how the angry skull face down there showing my kinetic energy changes when I cross certain thresholds.
Double kill.
Oh, my path just leveled up, I think. Somebody's path leveled up. Oh, survivalists. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what just that happened there. Anyway. I'll show off, so my my innate ability that's unique to, like, each class gets their own thing.
Double kill.
Let me back up a little bit. So each class gets a different ability here. You know, medic, it's just like you're supercharged and do extra damage or extra healing for the next, 10 seconds or whatever. That's generally what the abilities are. As a warrior, I potentially have an offensive stance and a tanking stance, so I could be a meat shield. I have you know, like as my Esper, I have the ability to get like a bunch of healing spells. As a warrior here, I don't get any healing spells or anything, but I do get a bunch of like threat drawing skills, meaning I could do attacks that, you know, generate threat, making me appear to be the most threatening thing on the field. So basically that just means that enemies will attack me. When I'm the top threat, they will attack me. So that's the idea of being kind of the tank or the meat shield, just drawing all the enemies away from the rest of my party. You know, keep my my squishy healers and long-range characters alive. Man, excuse me. And then like taunts and snares to like a tether thing that'll like grab an enemy and pull them towards me, stuff like that, to just kind of keep myself the center of attention for enemies. All of those are not super damage dealing though, so therefore just what it sounds like. They are for getting the enemy to attack me, not necessarily for doing actual damage and killing things.
Double kill.
So let's see. The other thing about my warrior right now, for my offensive stance that I'm in, my onslaught, if I actually use that, ta-da! I go into overdrive and I have maximum kinetic energy for, you know, that 10 seconds or however long that lasted. My kinetic energy won't decay or anything like that, so pretty handy in a pinch. I also have one more ability on my bar. I've used it a couple times. I haven't talked about it yet. The one on the far right here. Emergency reserves. Just what it sounds like. That is my panic button. That restores a good chunk of my shield. And for 6 seconds... so it restores a bunch of my shield. It gives me an interrupt armor, meaning that it basically negates the first stun or stagger or whatever type of attack that I'm going to take while that's up during those 6 seconds. So it'll prevent me from getting knocked over or stunned or anything like that for those 6 seconds, which is really handy. And then it restores a bunch of my shield. Oh, and then it causes my shield to absorb 100% of the damage that I take during those 6 seconds. So it helps me keep my HP up. It's more of a tanking skill than anything else. But it's handy just for keeping myself alive, and our tank died again. Since I don't really have any other ways of healing myself, and I think our healer's time is better spent trying to keep our tank alive rather than me. Sorry, things got a little intense when our tank died there. Oh man, just keep getting hit by that. Oh my gosh, we're not gonna be able to revive the tank. Alright, well... so there's war blimps up above that we're trying to bring down. That's what's happening here. So after fighting off those enemies, we can now pop up here, and we need to do a thing to bring down the war blimp really quickly. So we're timed on this. It's usually better with more people, but it can be done with only one. And I don't think I got it. It's okay, use my jump to get back into the playing field. Tank just needs to revive themselves. Like, this is ridiculous. We can't get to you while those circles are there. And then, did we finish this? No. Well, I'm gonna wait for another person up here. We need 2 people to get this done. We don't require... Probably need 2. What on earth is our healer doing? Oh, they must have taken a bunch of damage or something. Okay. Coming down here, you're gonna assist me. Thank you. So I'll hack this, and then we get these. We gotta get these super quick. So if you just get one, healer. Thank you. Yeah, we got one. Alright, let's get launched off this way. There we go. Now we can bring this person back because we brought the blimp down. Ooh. Took way longer than it should have, but that's okay. And then we need to head back to the nearby farmhouse and get our next set of orders. I think it'll also switch back to nighttime, so snipers and whatnot are going to be an issue again. I do look pretty awesome. Look at that sword. Got some pants that I can't wear. Excuse me.
Show them no mercy.
So it looks like they've started killing civilians to make up for our actions. Okay, these spotlights there. If we step in them, it's super bad news. So we want to avoid those, and we really want to avoid the recon specialists too. There was a recon specialist right over there somewhere. Alright, you know what? Scout, you're nothing. I'm gonna die. I died. Dang it. Where on earth did everybody go? They were right behind me. What are they fighting?
Still not want to die? All your
The
friends
joys
are
of not really communicating with your team. That was kind of my own fault. I shouldn't have gotten too close to that scout. I wasn't paying attention. Are we gonna wait for the other three to respawn? Okay. So we need to get over to... there's a disappearance up here that we need to investigate. So there's one. Oh, the pig is our tank. Okay. See, the sniper or the scouts are the snipers. They're fine to deal with if you don't actually engage them in a fight. Alright, we gotta go back up into town. Make sure that none of them actually gets into a fight. There's a scout running after us, but he should lose interest when we get far enough up into town. Alright, and then again, now those enemies are non-hostile. We can still get into fights if we attack them first, but we just need to avoid the fights if we can. This, run over here to these people. Run over here to these people. It's you. There's people standing by the body here so we can investigate without losing our disguise, hopefully. Come back. Where are you going? This eyeball buff right there on our bar is indicating, yeah, so if we get too far away, it turns into a countdown. Your disguise fades after like 4 seconds or so. We need to go, where do we need to go? We need to go up here. Please don't get into fights. Lost the disguise, that's okay. We need to get into, I think, basement? Yeah, basement of this building. Should be accessible around the back? Yeah. I've done this one a couple times, so I kind of know what's going on. Learning the mechanics of this one is painful because if you're not like reading everything that's going on, and there's like a lot of nonsense popping up down in the corner here in your chat log, and then people pop up here to talk, and then just like so much stuff that's to take in, and there's a lot of unusual mechanics with this one, like the spotlights and the snipers and all that stuff.
Do not trifle with me.
Oh good, we're all here. Okay. I was worried that we didn't have our healer with us. That would have been really bad. Alright, let's go into overdrive. Oh man. Oh man. Getting stunned by these guys. So these guys can like teleport and do a little stun, which the gunslinger class can do, or spellslinger, sorry. Space cowboys that are also wizards. Pretty cool idea. Anyway, these guys can do the same thing as actual people who are playing as that class. That's what Helvet is, our other DPS there. I probably butchered that name, but
Much to discuss.
you know. All right, boss time. Similar to what we did on the other side. There are 3 potential bosses, and you'll fight one of them as kind of a mini halfway boss, and then the other one you'll fight, or another one you'll fight as the final boss at the end there. So this is our mid boss, I guess. Yeah, look at that. That was not too bad at all. Excuse me. Alright, so we're gonna go regroup outside. All in all, this isn't a bad party. Our tanks died a couple times. Oh, and they're an engineer too. That's interesting. But I like overall we're doing quite well here. Haven't pulled any of the recon specialists. Nothing like that. Man, I love that leap. That's such a cool attack. Let's make sure they didn't get into any fights. There's the engineer's little robots. Alright. A bunch of civilians can't escape. They need clearance to get out of the city. Rebels have acquired munitions to help fight off the Dominion, but something doesn't seem right about that. And
what could use your help?
2 warblimps that we need to destroy. Let's do raid warning.
Shown we mean business.
And we're actually going to do raid warning. So we're going to take our munitions expert here, the person who's been giving us orders. She's going to inspect these. Munitions crates have trackers on them. You've led the Dominion right to us. Not us, but the person who acquired the weapons. You see in Sonatus there, I guess. So we need to head towards... Oof. Yeah, we have a long way to go. This one involves a lot of running around, like a lot of distance to cover. Please don't get into fights. Yeah, and it's actual troops out and about in the daytime. Like scientists and shock troopers, tracking lizards, things like that. No actual snipers, so that's good. So we got to get to where the weapons were being stored. They had trackers on them. I'd be willing to bet that smoldering heap of rubble is where we're headed. Maybe? Maybe not. Nope, okay, so the weapons are being held in silos here. Apparently? Yeah, one tracker deactivated. Are we going to have to fight something? We usually have to fight something. It is a video game, unless they're still deactivating it. There we go.
Double kill.
Alright, that wasn't bad. One down. Where's the next closest one? 231 over here. Is it in... There's something in that silo. There's gotta be something over here, too. Yeah. In the house here, it looks like? Let's deactivate this. Okay, Simon says. Yeah, look at that. Didn't embarrass myself in front of the YouTubes. Didn't embarrass myself yet in front of the YouTubes. Because it'll happen eventually, I'm sure.
Double kill.
Alright. Slightly tougher enemies, but only slightly. Let's maybe... Are we... Okay, we're not going to avoid the fight. That's fine. These guys are chumps. We should be able to take them without too much trouble.
Double kill.
Nope, I was trying to do my strong attack, but I rarely pay enough attention to my kinetic energy down there. Alright, that's our spell slinger doing the deactivation there. Looks like our tank's got those two lizards handled, so I'm going to try to assist our ranged characters here. It looks like the minion tracker here is not going after, not attacking the tank, attacking one of our DPS guys, so.
Double kill.
Good to try to assist killing that thing as quickly as possible. Try to keep everybody alive. Alright. I think we're just about done here. I think we're going to have maybe one more thing to do. One more mission, and then probably the boss. Can't be too much left. All in all, feeling pretty good about this run. There's enemies right there. I don't want to get too far ahead. I want to make sure that the rest of our group makes it through safely. Because if they pull a fight, then I need to rush in there and assist. We all need to rush in there and assist. Alright. Hooray! Let's get our next batch of orders. From Vesna Terranoft of the Black Hoods.
A new opportunity has presented
Ooh,
itself.
what is this? Heavy chest armor. Good deflection rating. This is actually like a really good piece of tanking armor. What did our tank do? Who's our tank? Bibu. He can also wear... I'm going to let our tank go after it, because it is tanking gear. And engineers are the other class that wears heavy armor. There's 2 for each armor tier. 2 medium, 2 light, 2 heavy. I'm heavy, so is the engineer tank. He's tanking, he gets dibs on the tanking gear, so that's fine. What do we need to do? Disable security? I have no idea what this is that we're doing next. Looks like it's back up in town, though. Alright, and again, we can avoid fighting all these Shadow Force troopers here. Hopefully. There's one up over on that side. We'll do the 2 over here first, I guess. So, I suspect we're going to get into a fight after we deactivate these things. Oh, maybe not. Oh, hello. Alright, that guy was easy enough to take down, though. Can I get to deactivate him from this side? That makes sense. It's a computer monitor. Alright, now we gotta go back out and deal with the... Oh boy.
Double kill. Double kill. Triple kill.
Alright, not bad. It was a completely avoidable fight, but I'm a bit of an idiot, so... You know, happens. Alright, gonna head back up over to the other side of town here to get our next... Uh-oh. Skies wore off. Well, crap. Now, the only issue with engineers that I have is that sometimes their robots will pull other enemies into the fight. Which is, might be what happened here. I'm not positive, but it is something that I've seen before.
Double kill.
Alright, well. Could have gone better. Could have gone a lot worse. Let's make sure we get our disguise back this time. Yeah. Alright, at least that time it wasn't me. Oh, our healer just got one-shotted, it looked like. Oh, I just got one-shotted. What on earth? Oh, my chat's all goofed up, so I'm not seeing what's going on here.
Apparently, the eternal grave isn't what it used to be.
Well, let's try that again, shall we? Let's hopefully not get into any of those fights. Just gonna kind of slowly hang out with those civilians until we can dash through. Is this where we need to? Here's the thing.
You have dealt the Dominion a blow this
Alright. We need to make it to a rally point, and then I think it'll be final boss time. Ah, so these citizens here, they're in on our scheme. They're waiting to help us out. They're the folks that have, like, the arrows above their head. I don't know if you've noticed that. I think that's what's going on. That's what it looks like. And... priority target. Confront the boss man. Let's go around this way. Oh, let's not do that. Can I get both of them? I can. Yeah. Alright, well, that worked. Severus is in the building, go get him! Alright, I think it's battle time.
Welcome to Hycrest. Prepare to die.
If I recall correctly, I think I fought this guy before here in the church. Come on, I wanna jump at you. Oh, dang it. Well, I was trying to save my jump attack. That's okay. Oh good, and it's these gunners again. The ones who can do the little stun teleport thing. Hate that attack. Because it can interrupt my own attacks, and it stuns you, and just... ugh. Enemies are so bad. So I think that these gunners here are going to be spawned more or less continually to join the fight. Once we start fighting... what's his name here? Arsenax Severus.
But I'm ending this little rebellion once and for all.
Right, bring it, Snape. We got you. Alright, so it's going to be super important for us to make sure we bring down these other gunners here. It's way more important to kill them than it is to kill the boss at this point. Because, as I mentioned, they keep stunning us and doing all that sort of stuff. And if you keep spawning more and more of them during the fight, I'd rather only fight 2 at a time than fight, you know, like 4 at a time or something. That would very, very easily overwhelm us. Yeah, I can do it too. Alright, that's one down, or that's both of them down, isn't it? Nice. Where is our boss guy here? Yeah, see, he summoned some more. Nice. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. I was trying to hit... Oh, man. All these stuns. Just ridiculous. I was trying to hit a whole bunch of the enemies all at the same time, because naturally, the more people that I can deal damage to at a time, the better.
Double kill.
Kind of wish I had like maybe 1 or 2 tanking skills, just so I could pull some of the heat off of our tank, because our tank keeps dying, as I mentioned there, and as he died again. I don't I don't think I've ever seen a tank actually live through this entire fight. This is a really, really tough fight, especially when you keep getting stunned by these things. All in all, though, it went rather nicely, I think. Only 1 person died, and right at the end, and then there's only 1 enemy left to clean up.
Achievement granted.
We revive our tank. So those are DPS boots. They're good for dealing damage. They're not as good as the ones that I already have equipped. So I'll just greed those. I don't require them for anything. Cool.
You have dealt the Dominion a blow this day.
Simulation complete. I suppose next time I shall
We get anything else from that? Dirt-stained rags and a wound hay bale from a house. Yeah, wound hay bale.
While successful, your efforts have been observed to be lacking.
Clearly our healer has never been in, at least in this adventure before. Probably any of them. Number 4 in heals, yeah, because I didn't heal at all, ever. Ooh, those are nice. I will need those. Number 3 in damage, so that's... I was at the bottom of our... You know, there's 3 damage dealers. I was the bottom of those 3. That's okay. Number 1 is staying alive because I didn't die. Bronze, yeah, we got into too many unnecessary fights and whatnot. So... That's okay. That was still good. That was still a nice glimpse at what's going on. Got to see a different class play. I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed it as well. So, as always, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.